My name is Oladoyin Romeo. I'm a teacher and I've been involved with educating young girls for a few years now. Chastity to me is staying away from all forms of sexual immoralities. It could be staying away from having sexual intercourse, but for me it goes beyond just having sexual intercourse, because there are some situations we have come across where people are not physically involved in the actual act of intercourse, but their minds are so messed up. They're involved in all forms of acts in their minds. Chastity is possible today. It is as possible as taking a stand, taking a decision. Personally, it is very possible, 100% possible to decide to live a chaste life, even today. There are people that have done it, there are people that are doing it, and there are people who have experienced the other side and who have lots of regrets, but they have decided they want to come back to living a chaste life. Before I got married, by the grace of God, I took that decision to live a chaste life, and I did just that in all forms, physically, mentally, and every way, till I got married. So it is very, very possible. Even though one has lived a promiscuous life, it is possible to take a decision. Like I said, it's all based on your decision. It's possible to take a decision to come back to the point where I no longer want to live this kind of life. Now I want to become chaste. And I can't do this on my own. I need a power greater than me to help me. And you ask God to help you. God will and can help you to back up and live the decision that you have made, to live the life of the decision that you have made. It is by the power of God. You can't do it on your own. So no matter how promiscuous you've been, no matter how far someone has gone sexually, when you decide to come back to your decision to be chaste, ask the Lord to help you and He will empower you. It's a thin line. It's a really thin line. Abstinence, I stay away. But when we look at abstinence and what a lot of people understand by abstinence, it means only the physical staying away. So I am not engaged in the actual physical intercourse. That's what people will understand by abstinence. Meanwhile, chastity is deciding a no to all forms of sexual immorality, which will be fornication, adultery, masturbation, the one that has to do with the mind, involved in all of these kind of things. So the thin line is the fact that one believes that it has to be, there's no physical action, and one believes that even within the physical action there should be some form of purity and all of that. But it's a thin line. But for me, I believe that abstinence should not only involve the physical action. Abstinence should also involve deciding that I do not want to read junk or immoral or sexually provocative books. I do not want to listen to sexually provocative music. I do not want to watch movies that, are sexually provocative. Growing up, I don't know, and I want to give praise to God because I believe that it was by the power of God. I don't know how I just decided to take a decision that this is the kind of life I want to live. And thank God, I will always thank God for the school that I went to, for the secondary school that I went to, because it exposed me early to the real belief in God. And I embraced it in all of its totality. And I decided at the age of 10 that, see, I want to do everything God says to do, and I don't want to do anything God says not to do. And I believe it was by the power of God that I was able to live that kind of life. From the moment I took my decision at the age of 10 till when I got married at the age of 29. I want to give it all to God. It was God that enabled it. And also associating with the right people. I didn't move with people who didn't believe what I believe. I was very careful in choosing the people that I associated with. I was really very deliberate and very careful. And even when I chose the people that I associated with, I wasn't embarrassed or shy to let them know this is my stand. So it wasn't a very popular thing, but I made them know, see, this is what I believe. This is my stand. This is my lifestyle. And even if you don't believe in it as much as I do, this is my own life.
Audio Jungle.
Young girls today, the world, you have so much working for you. You have more things working for you than things that the world will tell you is not working against you. But the most important thing is that you should take a decision. It is personal. No one will take the decision for you. You must decide, this is what I want. This is how I want to live my life. And then begin to surround yourself with like-minded people. Do not expose yourself to anyone who will belittle whatever it is that you want to stand for. And be very careful what you read. Be very careful the kind of music you listen to. Be very careful the kind of company you keep and the places that you go. And always depend and ask the Lord to help you.